Hey everybody, this is Corey Salted True Floyd, and this is the Amerime Media Podcast. Today we're sitting in with Chuck Styles. We're going to talk about his art, his legacy, and just learn a few things about him. It's going to be a good time. Here we go. Hey guys, this is the Amerime Media Podcast. I'm Corey Salted True Floyd, and of course I'm here with the boss, the comic
What's
boss.
up, y'all? We got a special one today. We've been hunting this man down like Monster Hunter style. So I hope y'all ready for this one.
Everyone, I want to introduce a good friend of mine's, Chuck Styles.
Appreciate y'all, fellas. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. Corey and me go way back, man. Before I was really Chuck Styles, you know what I'm saying? So
You were just Chuck.
it was just Chuck, Chuck the barber, right? So
Now, for those of y'all, you might not know Chuck Styles' face, but you know his artwork.
For real.
If you're if you're a baseball card collector, hell, even if you're a fan of playing Madden, trust me, you've seen Chuck's work. Now, Chuck, where do we start, man? Where do we go? Like, cause
uh,
it's like when I first met Chuck, it was in Old Brook Park, man, at the
yeah,
shop.
yeah, West Philly. Yeah, right in West Philly. I was still a barber then, man. A barber with a lot of jokes. That's
A
just
lot of
a
jokes,
lot of jokes. Just you know what I'm saying?
especially
But
between you and Eric. Whoo!
But I was still doing art though. You know what I mean? Even as a barber, I was still doing art, just in between haircuts, sketchbook, making, cool little things and shoot. So yeah.
And sometimes the art was the haircut.
Right. Yeah, after I left cutting you, I went in to really do the art barber thing and putting, faces in the back of people's heads and winning competitions in Atlanta and New York and all
Yeah,
types of stuff, man.
I think my personal favorite was you did Iron Man.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
You
shit.
you had a side profile of Iron Man with the mask up, so you see Robert Downey Jr.'s face clear as day,
Oh,
and
I
then
wish I could have seen that.
a line going around to the other side with the Avengers A.
Wow, yeah, man.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Yeah, yo, we was doing some crazy things back then. I don't know if anybody's walking around with, Iron Man in they head now, but at that time, it was like uncharted territory.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah,
Getting art in your head. Yeah.
yeah, I
I
remember.
had my first time coming across you was me and Corey was at the rec
Mm.
and they had some of your artwork up.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
Corey had pointed it out. I said, oh, that's Chuck Styles. He's like,
Yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
was like, I
that's
was,
a
I was
Philly
like,
artist.
Chuck, shoot.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. It's always amazing to see like where my art is going to end up, man. It's just like I just put it out there, man. And if people like it, I mean, that's a blessing, you know what I mean? But it's dope. That is dope, man.
And and now you're the Chuck Styles,
I mean,
capital T.
I'm all right. You know what I mean? I'm
There we go.
I
nah,
love the humble brag.
nah, man. Cause like the real thing is, man, I'm still the same dude. Like I'm still the same dude. Like the crazy thing is, like the same artwork and everything that I was doing back then, I'm still doing now. The skills have gotten better, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a
Hmm.
little bit less unapologetic about like me promoting myself. But other than that, bro, you know what I mean? I'm
You also haven't been afraid to really push it when it comes to your work on canvas. I distinctly remember you did a piece of Childish Gambino from This Is America, but then you actually burned the canvas to add in that effect, and I was just like, ooh,
Man. Jeez. Yeah,
it was
man. You
like
bringing up some classic moments.
that's because I like I've always had a nice eye for art, even though I can't do it myself.
Right.
Like even when I was working at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, I'm like, I know my favorite artists. I can point them out. I know which period. I'm like you can't tell.
Right. Right.
so
Dang.
when I, so when I see those beautiful touches you do, I'm just like, yeah, he's on it.
Oh
He's
man,
on it.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I
So
appreciate
I want to ask you, and I know it's probably a hard question to answer, but do you have a favorite piece that you've done recently?
it. Hmm.
Like I love the one you did of the Chicago Bulls, the one you did of Muhammad Ali in the restaurant. I was blown away by those pieces.
I ain't gonna lie, probably my favorite piece right now is probably the Django joint.
Mm.
Mm.
I mean, because honestly, I love that movie. Like I hands it, yo, me and my wife will watch that movie at any point of its playthrough if it's on TV. Like it don't matter if it's the beginning, the middle, or it's like the fight at Candyland. If we catching it right there, it's on TV. And I watched the movie over 20 times. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my wife still have like inside baseball jokes where it's like we'll be having a regular conversation and then boom, in comes a Django line. You know what I'm saying? So for me to have done this piece, and then it's just a lot deeper with just like my mission of just like doing artwork that portrays like Black people, you know what I'm saying, and our heroes and heroines, and whether they are fictional or non-fictional. I look at Jamie Foxx's depiction of Django as like, yo, that was a superhero set in slave times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's like an origin story. I would like to see more stories, more movies, more like. So for me to have done this piece, and then it's like a large painting, a labor of love. I mean, it was so many times that I was like, yo, man, why did I start this shit? Because this is driving me crazy. I still got a long way to go, but after months of just working on it, man, I love every little element of it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is my favorite piece.
I remember
But
you did. I remember you did a Django piece back in the day too.
Yeah.
I remember that one because I remember you really made Calvin Candy. You showed like there's a lot of clips of Leonardo DiCaprio, but you picked a moment where he looked his absolute ugliest,
Yeah.
and you stuck. And I thought that was great.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, because I was like, they picked one of Hollywood's most attractive white actors to play the ugliest role, and it was hard to make him ugly. But you found that one moment. It was like, that's the move. That's the move I'm going with right there.
Yo, man. And it's so crazy because even like I look back at that stuff now and it's just like, yeah, I think I was just like still coming out my Art Institute animation phase. So a lot of that artwork
Hmm.
back then kind of looked real cartoony, real, it looked like it was set for like comic book / cartoons. And so
Yeah.
now it's like I'm full on like into the painting realism stuff. I
yeah,
would love to tackle, a Mr. Candy, you know what I mean? Like painting, especially like when he slams his hand on the table, you know what I mean?
Ah!
Yeah, man. Yeah.
do you have a favorite line from Django?
Yeah. I don't sell the niggas I don't want to sell. No, it's between that one. It's between that one and first you have my curiosity. Now you have my now you have my.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? It's like
yes.
I hate to say it, but Leonardo has some of the best like lines in the movie because it's like I find use for them in everyday life. It's so funny, man. It's
Especially
so
that one.
Yeah.
Especially that one.
All I hear is criticize, criticize, criticize. Don't ask me and mine for nothing. While we're at it, cheap plug. If you check out the YouTube channel, we recently did a breakdown of Django Unchained with one of our best friends, Agent MK. So be sure to check that out.
Yeah, we didn't know. We should have brought Chuck on too. We could have definitely gave some color commentary for that one.
Oh man, dog, I love it. I love. First of all, I love Quentin Tarantino movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love Django. Django is by far like one of like my favorite movies ever.
I just put somebody on to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Come on, man.
Did you hear? Apparently, Quentin Tarantino wrote a sequel. He won't direct it, but David Fincher will direct it.
Oh wow.
For Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Very interesting. But what's more interesting is, how did you get into the pro sport hat design? Because I like, as a friend, I watched your career, and I was just like, okay. Then I'm like, oh, these hat designs. I was like, wait, how did we get here? And I've been so curious about that. And of course, I could have DM'd you and asked you, but no, I wanted an opportunity like this to find out, because when you switch, you switch.
Look, man. Funny enough, man, it's like one project, doing one project well, and then leaving that project with like good relationships intact and just a good feeling. That to me always breeds like more projects. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It just always breeds more projects. So in order to get to the hat design, we got to go back to like me doing the baseball cards. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
So it's like me just kind of being in the sports space. My name just is like floating around to all, like amongst all these, creative directors that are in sports organizations. So shout out to, All Star Press Chicago. It's a gallery out Chicago. They do really, really cool things within the city of Chicago. They have a partnership with the Chicago Bulls and the White Sox. So they reached out to me because, I was just like, one of the sports guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Chuck, do you want to do this hat? And I had to tell him, like, well, I appreciate it. I'm not from Chicago, though. I rep Philly everywhere I go. I mean, I don't want no smoke if I come to Chicago.
Gang.
Yeah, look, all that, right? And they were like, no, we get it, but we want you to design a hat. So, shout out to those cats, man. I mean, I really don't have nothing else to say, but it's like, it's always cats that's in those rooms, man, that you're not in, that like always, speak good about you. And that's how things end up happening, man. I can't even really take too much credit. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my favorite sayings. Like, when I tell people that's coming up, I say, yo, keep going. You never know who's watching.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'm telling you, they watching. The big boys are watching. Even us, we got invited to come to California by one of the biggest YouTube gaming channels out there.
Higher.
And I ended up putting no fillers out. I don't know if Curry did, but yo, come out. We want to party with y'all. I'm like,
listen, if I can afford the flight, sure.
Right, man. And
I say all the time, they are always watching. Like, keep going.
Keep going. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. So, yeah, man. That
hat, amazing. Now, when it came to them baseball cards, I had people who knew we were mutuals in my DMs. They're like, yo, I'm trying to grab some of these cards. I'm like, listen, the man told you where you can pick it up. But Corey, you know him. I'm like, the man told you where you can order it. I'm like, listen, I'm like, don't come to me with none of this foolishness. I was like, I can't help you.
Look, I ain't had nothing to do with that. Like once I did the artwork, Tops drove that vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So,
but it was when you started opening the packs. That's when it. that.
Speaking of, I don't know if the baseball cards have anything to do with the venture that you're creating now, but can we talk about Styconics?
Ah man, yeah. So Styconics is an extension of my Art of Chuck Styles artwork, and I've been doing fine art for independently, as a business, as a creative for like 10 years now, right? And so trying to navigate that fine art world is really tricky, especially for Black artists, right? Because it's like galleries and agents and curators it's a very foreign territory, and it's very like aristocratic. Like if nobody really discusses prices and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's frustrating even to this day, right? So when I got into the cards by way of Tops, it just opened up a whole new world for me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. This very much is like the art world, but it's just a lot more transparency. You know what I'm saying? People have collections, and they know the value of each card. They know the rarity of each card. The transactions between customer to customer, you know what I'm saying, is like very little barriers. Whereas
less gray.
Yeah, like for instance, Corey, like the artwork, the Ninja Turtle joints on your wall, it's like if you wanted to sell those, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, well, I don't know, who do I sell it to? You know what I'm saying? Or when you just look at art in general, a lot of people have artwork and they just like, well, I have this piece, I don't even know where to start. Whereas though the cards are like, oh yeah, no, there's card shops, there's card shows that pop up all over the country. There's eBay, there's whatnot. There's so many outlets for you to just like share your collection, trade your collection, or sell your collection. And so for me, it was like, how can I introduce more Black people to this space? Number one, because it's not a lot of us in that space I mean, I've collected Pokemon cards. Shoot, when I was like in 8th grade, had the entire set, but I didn't know that I should have held on to them. You know what I'm saying? Charizard cards is going for like 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, okay, how can I get us involved into this market? And then at the same time, how can I still sell artwork in a different format, but teach people that there is value in this artwork? You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't just have to be, oh yeah, I got this cool art print that's going to hang up in my wall and I don't know what to do with it. It's like, no, art is an asset. You know what I'm saying? Art is an asset. You should be able to say like, okay, I'm kind of done with this piece now. Can I make some money off of it? I might want to upgrade it. Can I upgrade and get like maybe one of the more treasured pieces that I like? And now you have, some type of collateral, you know what I'm saying? Because you know that these cards are worth something. So that's really what Styconics is. It's just me kind of just reformatting my artwork into these collectible pieces, hand signed, hand numbered, so that adds that extra prestige and value to it, and just bringing people into the community, man, so we can all rise up and win together, man.
We're gonna put it on the screen, but the Steph Curry one.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, man. Yeah.
The Steph Curry with the Warriors. Crazy.
Yo, funny story, right? True story. I created that artwork 2 years ago. Posted it on my social. Warriors is another movie, one of my favorite movies. Like if I was a movie producer, I know everybody is like cashing in on nostalgia right now. I would put up the bread to remake the Warriors movie. You know what I'm saying?
That will go hard today.
There is a script that has been circulating.
Yeah. I hope they keep it like in its era, because I wouldn't want to get like a whole bunch of guns and stuff involved. Because I think the best part about the Warriors is that everything was like hand to hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was really running from cats that was really just ready to whoop their ass. You know what I'm saying? And I think that. But yeah. So that artwork, I created it 2 years ago. Tried to promote it, didn't really get a lot of buzz. Tried to promote it again, didn't get no buzz. And so now I just reformat it into this, like, you know, 2.5 by 3.5, you know, artwork in a case, and it's going crazy. Sold out. You know what I'm saying? Sold out.
Hey, let's go. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So
nice.
It's like I said, just trying to get, you know, more of us into that space of like, hey, yo, there's value over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you guys have been buying my artwork before, buy a couple of these just to hold on to, because there's a bigger market, there's a bigger play over here that's willing to spend top dollar for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you have certain rarity items, you know, certain rare items. Yeah.
That's like me in the comic books. I go at the trades, I go at the ones that signed and got the value of it on there.
You got the CGC grades.
My CGC. Yep.
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing. Yo, like I want to know how do you? I don't know if you can talk about that, but the process of like turning Steph Curry face green and with the foil and everything you did with it. I don't know. That's a part of your secret sauce or whatever. But
it's the secret sauce, brother. It's the secret sauce. but the green face paint, obviously that's a call to the Warriors, the Baseball Furies gang. That was like the fan favorite. The foil treatment, and that's another cool thing that I like about Styconics and what I can do with these cards, right? Is that, like, you know, when people buy my canvas prints or my paper prints, it's just a matte print, right? I've studied and I've learned all these different like print processes with all different types of like holographic paper, that now I can really bring a whole different experience to how somebody engages with the artwork. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, you look at, like, I have one of them right here, right?
It is.
So it's like, hold on. So it's like you can see like the Warriors background is like holographic as well as his championship ring. You know what I mean? It's just a different way to just take in and appreciate the art, and I'm loving it, man, because I like to see the look on people's faces when they like, oh man, this is crazy. You know what I mean? I can't stop looking at it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So you sold out already. You just opened up shop.
I didn't sell out everything. I got everything, and there's classes, right? There's an A class, an E class, and an S class. Right. The S class is the highest level. Those are one of one. Those are one of one. Those sold out. The people that want the one of ones, they went for them. Yeah.
That's amazing. I see you just opened up a shop. What, today?
Yesterday.
Right? Yesterday.
Yeah.
And about to, it was going like a fart in the wind.
Hey,
it was going like a Jordan collection, man.
Look, man. Corey, I'm gonna let you know right now, man. All that Stylesverse stuff that I was doing, it's about to get crazy, man. Like, I can't say which pieces are coming next, but I got a couple of the samples, and man, show.
Listen, I already have a few theories on what you have coming out, so I'll keep them to myself. But,
are we going to see like some Eagles or like some 76ers?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or like a Kobe card. You get a Kobe card. Please let me know.
Stay tuned in August, man. Stay tuned in August. Kobe John. I'm marking out my calendar now. Like, I know I got Superhero Day coming up at the end of the month. That's going to be a good drop. I got May the 4th, obviously, for Star Wars. That's going to be a good drop. And then I'm paying attention to a couple movies that are dropping over the summertime that are going to be like blockbuster hits that you know what I mean? I'm not going to. That's the best thing about this Styconics thing, where it's like on my main page, it's like I have so many different walks of life that follow me from one thing or another. Like I got people that follow me on there that love my black art, the Activonia stuff and the Erica Badu stuff and everything like that don't care nothing about these cards. And then I have the cards people that love everything with sports but don't care nothing about my Malcolm X fans, right?
Right.
So with Styconics, now I get to play in that pop culture, comic book world, because these collectors, at the end of the day, like everybody's a nerd and it's cool. Like it's cool to be a nerd in the collector space, because it's like, yo, yeah, how much is it? I love it that much. I'm going to spend $5,000 on this, on this Boba Fett helmet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's cool. Easy. So it's like, for me, I'm just looking to really have some like fun. It's not going to be boxed in to sports. I know the Steph Curry joint was the first one to come out, but don't expect sports every single drop. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have a little bit of everything. I got a crazy Charizard piece lined up. That's I can't even tell y'all what that's going to be, because that's going to be stupid.
That's going to be done. That joint is already sold.
Look,
especially with our audience, it's already sold.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Listen, I'm telling you,
I love comic book. I love comic book, video games, everything. Like, so I'm just
Listen, man, I'm telling you now, when he does a wrestler one,
yo, I'm not as big into wrestling as I used to be, so I gotta tap in.
Here's the funny thing: it could be a modern. It could even be one of the olds. Just don't do Hogan.
Okay. Oh no.
Just don't do Hogan.
Just don't do Hogan. Shoot, I'll tell you right now. You pull out some a fire Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Or Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels was my guy, man.
The Heartbreak Kid.
The game.
Yo. Look, or how about I just do a card of the old WrestleMania Nintendo 64 game itself? Like,
yo,
yeah. Look. So what if I don't want to. All right, I'm just this is everybody. A free idea. So
for everybody watching, for everybody watching, what you're seeing right here, I call this the nerd boner. When you start getting too excited,
boner
come to me, right? This idea coming to me, right? So I'm sitting there thinking, like, yo, what if the art? What if one variation of the art was like the see-through purple, kind of like the Mo control, like the old 64 controller, the way it was like see-through purple.
Yes.
Remember that one?
Yo, man. Oh, all right.
Listen, man. I'm telling. Listen, look. Next thing you know, next year Chuck gonna be like, all right, y'all, I got a booth at C2E2 in Chicago with these exclusives.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Comic-Con, all that. Designer Con, all that.
I was going to ask you, do you ever hit the con circuit to like sell your artwork and whatnot?
So I haven't hit the con circuit. Funny enough, yo, don't kill me. I've never been to Comic-Con, yo.
I know you haven't. The closest you came is when I got you and your brother into the video game convention back in like.
Yeah, that was years ago. Yeah, because Comic-Con kind of always fell around the time of like me preparing for like Art Basel. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was always like kind of hard, man. I had to like choose, man. But definitely Comic-Con for sure.
Listen, man.
Definitely Art Basel.
I'm over Art Basel, man.
I can see that now. I can see that. As being an artist like yourself, you've been there a few times. It's like going to Miami. I would guess I've never been to Art Basel, but like going to Miami, you've been there a few times. You're like, all right, I'm done with this. I want to come back.
if you keep going to Miami to do the same thing, you're gonna get it's not gonna be hitting.
Nah, and the crazy thing is Miami and Art Basel is two different elements. It's two different elements. It's like Art Basel. I don't even know how to explain Art Basel, bro. Art Basel is like, you know what it is? Art Basel is somebody coming to Philadelphia to visit, like, you know, the Liberty Bell on a Tuesday, right? That's going to Miami, right? Going to Art Basel is, oh, you want to come to Philly for your first time during a Super Bowl parade. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
wow.
That's Art Basel. It's an influx.
That's
of
a whole different experience.
80 to 100,000 people. You know what I'm saying? All trying to be in the same place at the same time, just for like 3 days. It's nuts. It's too crazy. It's too crazy.
Okay, I got with the cards and the hat, is that when someone from EA hit you up?
Well, the EA situation came. When did EA come? I was 23. I had just finished up. Yeah, I think I had just finished up Tops. I had just finished up my Tops Project 70. So the hat and stuff came after. Hat came after. EA, I got the email from EA, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I literally, like, I cried, bro. I cried, yo. That was an email that I was never ever expecting, and I had to read it like 4 times because I was like, "Are they sure they want me? Like, I'm a black guy, you know what I mean? I'm a black artist, and John Madden had just passed away, so I already knew that it was going to be John. I knew that it was going to be John Madden on the cover. It's like if you play Madden and you tapped in, you know, like if they don't put Madden on this cover, niggas gonna riot, like, you know what I'm saying?
So, right.
So when I'm reading the email, I'm like, are you sure? And yeah, man, that was an experience of a lifetime, dog. Like, yo, doing that and then going out for the Madden Day reveal, walking EA headquarters and seeing like the 8-foot tall Darth Vader statue in the lobby.
Crazy.
And the Millennium Falcon in the lobby and the Sims characters in the lobby. And then they got a whole room that's just dedicated to every single game that they put out since existence. All 4 walls covered from ceiling to floor. I'm looking at Def Jam Fight for New York. I'm looking at FIFA. I'm looking at Star Wars games. It was, I ain't gonna lie, man. It was something that I would have never ever dreamed about happening, and it happened. And then, so here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. They wanted me to speak, you know what I'm saying, on the podium, right? And so I was working on my speech, and I was getting nervous. My wife and my wife's best friend was there, and I'm getting nervous. We on this tour. I'm sitting there walking along with John Madden's son, not even knowing that it's his son. I'm sitting there walking with him on some regular shit, like not knowing who this boy is, and so I end up like 5 minutes before the speech, they give us our order, and they're like, "Yeah, Chuck, we want you to go after John Madden's son." And I said, "Yo, you can't put me after his son. Like that's wrong.
Set me up for failure."
Wrong. And mind you, I'm nervous. I didn't memorize my speech or nothing, bro. By the time it was time for me to go up and speak, yo, I just threw away that speech and I just freestyled the whole thing, yo. And
why does that sound like what I had to do with us a few times, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
No, because
you get nervous and you gotta go up on stage, you forget. It's like Eminem said, like mine's spaghetti. Like,
I mean, because sometimes it's like, because sometimes nothing is more genuine than what's really on your heart. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, no matter how I would have prepared that speech, it's like I went up there with all intentions to just speak my truth and just really speak from a place of gratitude and what Madden has done for me as a gamer, as a kid who, like, I didn't play all the sports. I played a little bit of sports, but I wasn't no like pro athlete in high school. So I played Madden, I played live, I played Like all the video games are my friends. So it's just like, yo, to do this, like, you know what I mean? It was incredible, yo. Yeah.
Expecting when you're not expecting it.
And I had negotiated for them to shoot a commercial for me, right? And they wanted to like showcase like all the like, you know, the landmark spots in Philly. Oh yeah, let's get the art museum. I'm like, no, we gonna pull up right on Hafford Avenue at Rob Old Barbershop. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get my man Bob. I'm gonna get Jordan in there.
Oh God!
On 52nd Street at the Urban Art Gallery. We gonna get that. We gonna get my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? My neighborhood field where I actually used to play football and basketball, right in Yaden, right outside West. And I was like, yo, I'm only doing this if it's like really me. I'm not about to be just shooting. You're not about to
all those generic spots. That's not really you.
Man, don't have me post up in front of Max's, and that's not where I'm from, dog.
Like, right.
Respectfully, you know what I'm saying?
You know, we first off, you know, we would have said something like, "Bro, what you?"
No, man, you know, it's just one of those things where it's just like you got people that look at like certain things like, oh yeah, no, let's get him standing in front of Geno's or Pat's, and it's just like, nah, we not doing that.
Right, and they're like, you know better than to have me standing in front of this person. I'm not even from these neighborhoods.
Right.
I mean, I stand in front of them because I'm from North Philly. But don't have me stand out there and passing Geno's. I'm not from this neighborhood.
Right. Especially if this is like this commercial is telling my story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's different if it was just like, oh, y'all just wanted to tell a story of Philadelphia, but it's like, oh no, this is my story as the artist, as the creator. Then yeah, we're gonna stay authentic. And so I was like, no, we got to pull up on 75th and Haverford, like straight up. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so
and kudos to you too, Black man, for standing on business and like, yo, we shooting out here and not at the Liberty Bell.
listen. After being in a room with guys like him, Eric, Mr. Rob, you learn to talk that talk when it's time for you to do you.
Got to, man.
Yeah, you like
I'll teach you some things, dog. Like straight up, man. Like they'll teach you some things.
Man. All right, so you've done you've also done some great promotional pieces for you did it beautiful one for American Gods.
Oh man, that's like one of my favorite. Yo, that's like one of my favorite promotional pieces. You know
that like I said, Chuck. I remember.
Thank you.
I
man.
can't.
Thank
you.
Yeah, man.
Shoot, I was like, yo, if this season was as strong as this damn picture, we'd be all right.
Look, once the season started rolling, I knew I was like, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Won't be a season 4.
I knew at the first season all that went down with Orlando Johnson. I'm like, oh, this series dead to me now.
Yeah. No, that was by far probably the Black Panther promotional piece probably was like, yeah, that was one of them ones, man. That was one of them ones.
That was a good one too. Ooh, yeah.
That was one of them ones, man.
Was you approached by Tops or did you like reach out to them?
So funny enough, a good friend of mine, he's like one of my brothers to this day. His name is Greg Cummins. I met him in Brooklyn some years ago. I was doing this. I was at a Diddy party. No. I'm just no. I'm playing. It was actually a Biggie Small. It was a Biggie Smalls tribute with Bad Boy. It was very, very fire, very fire. And I ended up meeting him there. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you do these networking events or these events and cats be like, oh, I'm going to reach out to you. And then it never happens. You know what I mean? Well, we really did. He followed up and he was already, you know, representing a couple of like dope artists. You know what I mean? Distorted being one from Philly, and my homie Naturel, another artist. He's He just actually moved back to his home island in Guam. But he had the connects in Topps. So when Topps was rolling out their Project 70, which was a large creative campaign with 50 creatives creating 20 card sets, some of the likes of like Snoop Dogg, Action Bronson, DJ Ski, you know what I'm saying, like Blue the Great, like King Saladin, like Mr. Cartoon. The cast was stacked, yo. Like cast was stacked.
Shout out to Mr. Cartoon.
Yo, shout out to all of them. And like, so I'm sitting there looking like, yo, there's some heavy hitters in here. Like, and I just did I picked my roster of players that I wanted to highlight, and I just knocked it out the park, man. So that email came by way, they reached out to me, but it was by way of my homie Greg, who like kind of helped set that up.
Okay.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I had a question.
Yeah.
What shows or movies do you wish from the past that you wish you could have done something for?
Oh man, that's a lot.
Just give me three. Just give me three.
All right. You said shows or movies?
Shows or movies.
Um,
Like if they emailed you through time travel, was like, listen, we need you to email us through this special portal a piece of work for this.
Damn, that's good. Hold on. Hold on. All right. I think. All right. Inception.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a huge. Yeah, I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think Christopher Nolan is probably like one of my favorite like directors of this generation of directors. Anything Steven Spielberg, it don't even matter. Like it don't even matter. Like anything Steven Spielberg. He's like my all-time like yes. Steve is like, you represented, he gave us so much of our childhood. You know what I'm saying? That it's like, dog, like people don't even, you know what's so crazy? And I'm gonna just get back to the third answer in a minute. It's so crazy how Steven Spielberg made his movies that like I became a fan of John Williams, the composer, by way of Steven Spielberg. And I didn't realize how much of an intricate part like music and that like that whimsical like sound that he made. It's like, dog, I can't listen to like, you know, certain bell sounds and certain, you know what I mean, you know, orchestral like rhythms without thinking about John Williams and how it made me feel as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of movies don't do that no more. So shout out to just, you know, Steven Spielberg, John Williams, and that whole crew. Anything Steven Spielberg did, I would have easily done it. And I think for the third, I think I'm gonna go. This is a good question. I've never been asked this question before, dog.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna go with. Fuck it, Game of Thrones, man.
Hey, well, listen. Well, now, I love those. Now, the funny part is, just because of the way the world is, there's still a chance to do something for Game of Thrones.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Well, House of Dragon?
No, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Not the same. Okay,
it's definitely the same.
It's not the same.
Well, definitely. Well, you still got Steven Spielberg. Cause shoot, they still got to do Ready Player 2.
Nah, it's not the same. See, Corey, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to like, you asked the question and you was like, hey, you can go back in time. I'm answering specifically to that, like when it was that time.
Okay.
When Steven Spielberg was in his 90s prime, Jurassic
we talk
Park,
nine.
E.T. and yeah, all of that. Yeah, Jaws, all that. Yeah.
So saying
Spielberg was a beast.
Yo,
I know that you like other stuff, but is it possible that we could see like a mother of dragons surrounded by her children? Our piece in the future?
I got something lined up. I got a concept.
See,
Look, I'm trying to tell y'all, yo, I'm such a Game of Thrones fan. Like my middle daughter, her name is Arya. Yeah. Yeah, like and it's not a coincidence. Like I remember when Arya, started going through,
that's my dog.
The girl with no name, and it was just like, yo, this little girl's a beast. And my wife was at the time, and we didn't have a name yet. And I just liked the way the young lady carried herself, and I was like, yo, I like that energy. I want our daughter name to be Arya. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
Great choice for a name, and great person to name her after. Because at the end, by the time Arya's story is done, like
yeah,
and supposedly she might be getting a spinoff.
I like it.
She goes west of Westeros.
Yeah,
or she go east. Like she leaves to find out what's left of the world. So
I say out of all the characters, she's the only one who has an interesting ending.
Yeah,
because her ending is a new beginning.
I know. Yeah.
So let me ask you.
Go ahead, comic boss. Go ahead.
An artist of your caliber, what do you think of AI?
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's cool for content. I don't like it for artwork. You know what I'm saying? I do not like it for artwork. I'm kind of in this space now. Like, and don't get me wrong. I think that it's good to know it. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know it. But when you start to use it to like replace things that should be hand done or done by human touch, that's when it kind of like it loses the integrity part for me. And I don't know, Corey, I know that you probably remember back when AI kind of was like, in that phase 2 when the fingers were starting to like get corrected. Mm-hmm. I dove 10 toes down in it and did the whole series. You know what I'm saying? With the help of AI. And I didn't use it as a tool to like, oh, this is what I'm about to start doing. It was really this is what I would like to see. And let me Photoshop and paint over the AI stuff to change a lot of things on my own. But it was really to strengthen my creative writing skills because I was writing whole small stories.
You had stories.
Yeah, I had stories.
Yeah, you had stories. It was quick to invest in the characters. It was because like a lot of thought went into these, and I was just like, I can see that.
Bro,
I was like, okay.
I love storytelling, man. And so for me, it was like a way for me to like, okay, let me get the artwork out of the way because I'm not really focused on the artwork. I'm focused on like, if I was to make them black, what would be their backstory? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's easy to race swap. It's easy to gender swap, but it's just like, but why? It has to make sense why. You know what I'm saying? So I just did that as an exercise. Now, right after that, I think I might have sold prints for like a month or two, and then I took it off. I was like, you know what? Nah, because this ain't who I am. You know what I'm saying? Right. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, honestly, I really haven't touched AI. You know what I mean? Will I use it for like maybe content, just for like quick little snippets that'll live on the internet for like a couple seconds or a couple minutes? Probably. But when I see cats that like are making artwork, you know what I'm saying, trying to sell prints, and they're saying like, yo, this is my art, and it's just like, but it's not though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have a problem with that. So yeah, man, it's a weird space that we live in. I think that it is sad. I think that it's cool to look at, but it's just sad as well because it's like, so many people invest time, money, energy into like learning like certain crafts, certain skills that like are easily about to just be wiped out. I mean, I went to school for media arts and animation. That's what I went to school for. You know what I'm saying? So to kind of see like, oh snap, you ain't even gotta really animate no more. You can just kind of throw in some pictures and have, you could have Midjourney make you a Pixar character, you know what I'm saying? Like in a matter of seconds, you know what I'm saying? So it just kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks because okay, let me sum this up. The long-term effects of this are going to have a lot of creatives that's going to say, what's the point? And that's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's going to be a very small 1% population that's going to like be traditionalist and say, yo, I'm doing all this stuff by hand. But then it's going to be a wipeout of just like naturally talented, naturally gifted artists that are going to be like, why be an artist when, you know what I'm saying, AI is doing everything. You know what I mean? And that's going to wipe out. I do believe in the future that's going to wipe out so many young creatives from even pursuing art. You know what I'm
saying? I agree with that. I think the chilling part is when we see these moments in big studios where they're using AI art. Yeah. Like when Marvel Secret Invasion had AI art in its opening sequence, I was shocked, I was appalled, and I was absolutely hurt.
Yeah. I
was just like, wait a minute.
Because it looked like trash.
Yeah, it was trash.
It looked like that's the second we looked at it was like, this is AI.
Yeah.
Like who approved this?
And it looked like first generation AI too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, y'all played yourself. You know what I'm saying?
It was like the show was already sketchy at best. This was just
right. And so look, the other side of that coin is Ben Stiller found the artist off of Instagram that did the Severance intro. You know what I'm saying? That's a real artist that did that quirky, weird, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The balloons coming out of his head and the little miniature versions. It's like, dog, just give artists a chance to like show up, you know what I'm saying? And do the work because it'll stand the test of time. Like this AI, I think that's the thing. The AI stuff is not going, I think it's cool, but because it's not done by human hands, it's not going to stand the test of time. It's kind of like the phase of music that we're in right now, right? Like I can put on some Frankie Beverly and Maze right now, and you know what I mean. Before I let go, it's always going to be a party if Before I Let Go come on. Now, if I put on like little such and such's little hit single, whatever like that, man, that shit might not be a popping next summer. It's a difference when you got like, yo, Frankie Beverly and Maze was really in the studio playing them instruments, bro. Like that feel, that soul is in it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the AI stuff, you see it. It's like, oh yeah, that's cool, but that ain't going. Nobody ain't gonna be remember that next summer, next years from now. Nobody's gonna remember any of this AI stuff.
And I love the fact that we have another artist on who has the same who has the same answer. Because from BlurredCon we had Ozzy the Virus, and we spoke to him about AI art. And shout out to him, he said the same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
But
because I think another part of the element of just longevity is that, like, it takes a while for art to like sit and settle. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell artists that all the time, like, yo, never stop promoting your artwork. Like whether you did it, like the same thing with the Warriors. I did this 2 years ago, tried to promote it on so many different platforms, and I just let me reformat it, let me reintroduce it, and now it's out of here. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like AI. I think people, because it comes so easy, nobody's going to promote the same AI image a month, 2 months, 3 months from now, because they're already on to the next AI generated image, where it's like, the reason why we know the Mona Lisa, because they fucking showed it to our face 1,008 times. You know what I'm saying? Or all different types of artwork that we know. Sugar Shack by Ernie Barnes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
that's good.
It was on Good Times. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it. So real art, we've got to promote it. You got to drill it. It's the reason why, movies, they spend just as much on the production, on the marketing, as they do the production, because they know, like, we got to show this to people 1,008 times for it to stick. And nobody's doing that with anything AI generated. I'm not. They like, I'm gonna just show this 1 time, 2 times. All right, off to the next AI joint, and that's why none of this stuff is gonna last.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Everybody, this has been Chuck Styles, man.
Hold on, one more question. What's next for you, Chuck?
Man. Well, I got the Roots Picnic coming up. I'll be showcasing out there at the Roots Picnic with my man Al Basir, aka Bubonic. That's gonna be a good time. The artist that he has curated for that showcase is super fire. So I'm honored to showcase with them guys. And
Lenny Kravitz.
That's gonna be a good show, man.
Yeah,
I'm hyped to see D'Angelo, man. I'm hyped to see D'Angelo, dog.
Sure.
It's always gonna be a good time.
Yeah. But other than that, man, Styconics, Styconics to the moon, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to just a lot of very fun. I guarantee you guys are gonna like some of the drops that
I am looking forward.
I'm looking forward to signing up.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all.
So let me ask you, how do you sell it? Is it auction based or is it price?
So there's tiers. I have things broken down into tiers. There's an A-class tier, which is like the entry level. That's the entry level original design. So that's gonna have the most amount of quantity, right? So you can bank on, if you purchase this card, which is the A-class card, it's going to look like this. It might just be numbered to 20, 30, whatever, but it's going to look like this. Then you have the E-class tier, which is variations. That's when it starts to get rare, because now you have, this is the Warriors card, but maybe the background is different, and it's only three in existence of that color background. You know what I mean? Then the S-class, which is the 1 of 1. So everything is a very first come, first served basis. You know what I mean? You gotta show up on the site, get there, buy it. The only thing is you cannot select your variation. Everything is random.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's one of those, it's gamifying it a little bit, where it's like, I saw this one online. I hope I get that one. You know what I'm saying?
But
okay.
You still won't be mad.
This is the true collector's loot box.
Absolutely. and then there will be special 1 of 1 special S-class pieces that'll go for auction. My first auction will probably be either tomorrow or Tuesday.
Snap.
Yeah. I got some really special like cards printed on like clear acrylic glass. You know what I'm saying? The gold, like 24 karat, like 14 karat gold foil. Yeah. That'll be going for auction. Yeah.
Yo, when you get the email from Konami or Magic the Gathering,
come on now,
man.
Hey, look.
I definitely want to see some Magic or some Yu-Gi-Oh cards show up in Styconics.
Listen.
Hey, man, look.
Listen, Konami don't play.
My bag runs deep when it comes to like the the geek culture stuff. So trust me when I tell you, I got some stuff in the tuck, man. I got some stuff in the tuck.
All right. Okay, everybody, make sure you follow Chuck Styles on his IG, and of course Styconics.
Appreciate you,
man. We're going to make sure we have a link for that in the description. Okay. We want to thank you folks who are out there listening to the podcast. We appreciate you downloading it. Make sure you check us out and leave a comment. Or for you folks out there on YouTube, we appreciate you dropping in today. We hope you're subscribed because you need to be subscribed. And make sure you hit that bell icon to be alerted up to anything and everything from Amerime Media. One more time, I want to thank Chuck Styles and, of course,
thank you, Chuck.
The comic boss.
All right, y'all. We out.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you.
Keep loving here, Greece.
Take care of each other. We'll see you. Be well.